Hillbilly Heartbreakers won New Hampshire. They are having a giveaway for camper gear. Head on over to the Hillbilly Heartbreaker, the one New Hampshire Ridge Runner. Looks like the Skull Bandit. I can find him in the crowd for you. Hold on. I see him. He's in turns 1 and 2. White roof, black number. They have a free camper gear giveaway going on over there. Head down that way into turns 1 and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you talk history here at the Claremont Motorsports Park, there's no other history than this hot rod sitting right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hannaford car for Goodwin and Ann Hannaford. Give them a huge round of applause for bringing this car here. And you have such a rich history with drivers like no tomorrow. Who drove this hot rod for you?
Oh gosh, I have a list. I can't even remember. Well, it started with Pete Rondo when it didn't start with him, but here it was Pete Rondo. And then after Pete, one night Pete couldn't do it, so, Peter Daniels was just coming in his modified, in his Pro Stock. And Goodwin went over to him and he goes, "How much do you weigh?" Peter said, he told him, and he goes, "Yep, you're driving my car, get in it." And he did. He went out in the practice, and when he came in, he said, "I'm too short for it." So somebody on his crew went and got a pillow, stuffed it in the back of him, and he went out. I think he came in like 6th or something. He did a good job that night.
Sure.
And then did ever after. You know? And so Peter Daniels and Mike Brusso. Mike Brusso drove for us one year, and Mike was one of the finest men I've ever known. And I had the name put back on the car for tonight. And the person who takes care of the car for me now said, "We're going to leave it there." So.
It's quite an honor. We're here tonight. We'll salute Mike Brusso, a longtime competitor here and just a racer's racer. It's great to have second generation here right behind us, and it's awesome. I can't thank you enough for joining us and having this treasure here.
It's such an honor for me. I'm so happy to be back here. It's like coming home.
Well, welcome home, and you enjoy your night.
I have been already.
Awesome. Thanks, Ann.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, down here, the end of the pit exit road, standing with Randy. Just talked to the first generation, and now I'm going to come over here to our second generation of Andrew Brusso down here in the 81. Andrew, first and foremost, coming out here tonight, what does it mean for you to participate in a memorial meant for you and your family to celebrate your dad?
Yeah, I mean, my dad was a good for the sport community friend, and to have everybody here and the kids down here checking out the cars, and everybody just being at the racetrack on a Friday night meant the world to him. Racing was his life, as well as family, camping, and the fans. So to just have everybody here, and I think we doubled our car count on the modifieds tonight, which is awesome. 15 or so cars. So it's going to be a good show. Hopefully everybody keeps it clean and just keeps in mind the memorial race and what Mike Russo did for the sport and the family that he's created along the way.
So when you speak of your dad, we're going to move over here so RaceDayTV can see this beautiful paint scheme. Let's talk about how this paint scheme came into play and why you decided to run that this year.
Yeah, so my dad graduated in 1981, and he decided he was going to be the number 81. So he ran that number for a number of years until he switched over to the number 1. So this year we decided to do something different and incorporate the 81 into like a transition of the 1. So we ended up putting the cursive 8 inside the 1 to represent that kind of throwback and retro to the number and the honor of him.
It's a beautiful scheme. It's one of the best on the racetrack every single week. I've enjoyed it since I saw it at the start of the year. Coming out here tonight, what would it mean for you and for your family to be this thing in Victory Lane later?
Yeah, I mean, we've struggled at Claremont this year. We've had better luck at another track, but hopefully we got the car dialed in today. And it's not necessarily about winning. It's about everybody getting down here and enjoying a night of racing on a Friday night. This beats sitting on the couch any day. So,
well, Andrew, we're happy to have you out here tonight. We're happy to have all these modifieds, and we're very honored to be able to honor a man like your father. Thank you for coming out, and good luck tonight, my friend.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue our honoring Mike Brusso night here with our 81 lap feature event later on, this man has been a tremendous friend of mine. I can't say that enough. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mod Father, Ernie Bujo. Ernie, you are celebrating something that's really special. And what have you got in store for us later on tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm going to be driving the 71 main tonight to pace the race, which is a great honor to be asked to do that. And the story goes that a lot of people don't know this, but 21 years ago, I was asked to drive the 71 main, not this car, but another one, and we spread Mike Brusso's ashes around the racetrack, and I drove around the track several laps and stirred things up. And here I am 21 years later, asked to do it again to pace this race, and it's such an honor, and I just can't believe I was even asked to do it. Haven't been behind the wheel of a modified for 100 years or so.
100 years, I don't think that's quite it, buddy, but, probably pretty close. You've had a major, major career here at the Claremont Motorsports Park. This has been your home track for a lot of years. You started yourself very early on, and you, my friend, if I was to get a book out, it would be pretty thick about your accomplishments, my friend.
Well, thank you.
And, as we continue on Track Party side tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's our honor to be here. It's the 81 lap feature event in honor of the late, great Mike Brusso. Well, you can multitask all you want, pal. You're going to figure this out. The last time I saw this car, she didn't look as pretty as she does tonight. It's a lot of hard work. Sitting here with Colton Martin, the closer here at the Claremont Motorsports Park. Buddy, you've had kind of an awkward season. Is tonight the time you turn it around?
I hope so. It's been a lot of late nights. I got to thank Dwight, Bonnie, Jarvis, Brian Roby for all the help the last couple of nights. Everyone that's helped on the car. I mean, we're missing some stickers because of the damage, but I'd like to thank all my sponsors, 603 Metalworks, Brody Ledoux, State Farm, Twin State, Truck Service. That got me off thinking. W.J. Hildreth. Heating Solutions, Desledge General Contracting, Jake's Market. That's it.
Majestics, Gypsies, and Maine Coons. Colton, it's been my pleasure to watch. You're the future. And if anybody doesn't get that, you are the next young gun. You're the next one we'll remember a long way. Wish you nothing but the best, pal, tonight. And see if you can get Dad some sleep, will you? Ladies and gentlemen, joining us, making the hall, normally a front runner and a former champion at the Stafford Motor Speedway, Todd Owen, welcome to the Claremont Motorsports Park.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Love having you up here. So, you got anything in store for the local guys here tonight?
I probably not. I have no idea what I'm doing out there. So we had a night off at Stafford. The Brusso family put this race on, so got kind of some history with the Brusso father was driving one of the chassis pro cars like we have here. So came up to support him and just try to have a fun, relaxing night and hopefully bring it home with the wheels on it.
No doubt in my mind, champ. Do a great job. Wheel that thing as hard as you can to the front. Thanks for joining us. Hello. How are you tonight? Are you glad to be here? Oh, where are we going? We're going to go up here. We'll see if we can attack this guy, the driver of the 33 Vermont. Where did you get the marvelous Matt Sunhalter? What's going on, pal? How are you? Ready to go tonight?
Yeah, we're ready, excited. I don't know if the car is, but we're here, and it's a beautiful night, ton of fans, ton of cars, so it should be fun.
Well, I hope you have a blast, buddy. It's always great to keep you rooting. Thank you. Hey, hold on just a second. I found this outlaw guy who's been doing this an awful long time. Dave, how many years have you been here at the Claremont Motorsports Park?
Well, it's been a really long time. In fact, there's a gentleman just down the road, Dave Arsenal, him in that red shirt. Well, he quit racing in '96, and at that time I've been racing almost 20 years. My first race was 1978, so been here a long time.
That's a couple of days ago. Dave Arsenault. Man, it seems like I remember that guy.
Yes, he ran pro stocks at Monadnock and Claremont. Heck of a nice guy. He came up tonight to support some local teams, and if you get a chance, talk to him. Heck of a nice guy.
We'll make our way that way, see if we can get a talk. Dave Lescourt, everybody. Well, we're just going to do that. So this guy here's the young gun behind the wheel, Mike Lashowa. But this guy standing next to him, ladies and gentlemen, in the red, this is none other than Dynamite Dave Arsenault. Multi-time champion. Dave, you had some awesome runs at the Monadnock Speedway. You've came here for quite a few different events. What brings you here tonight, pal?
Michael was on the crew years and years ago, and I had to pay back. Just come back and see the old place, and I love this tire. The track has been always good to me, and I heard you were announcing here, so I just had to come and say hi.
I can't tell you how much that is an honor for me. I had a definite, distinct heartbreak to see you stop racing, but you've always been a great supporter, Dave, and thanks for coming tonight, pal. So, second-generation racer driving the 04 here. Got the crate car back in shape. It looks awesome, buddy, by the way it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce you, Joey Jarvis. Joey, what do you got in store for these guys tonight?
I don't really know yet, to be honest with you. We're going to go out and give it a try and see where we end up. Andrew's worked his butt off to put on a nice race in memory of his dad, and we want to be here to support it. So you won't see us probably again with this car here this year, but we'll be back with the MRS later in the season, and we're going to have some fun today. That's the goal.
That's what it's all about. Enjoy your night, buddy. Thanks for joining us again. So we're going to make our way continuing trackside here. Wanted to stop and see the guy that not only pilots the 8 car, but does such a great job with our young future coming up with the Claremont Karting Series. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jason Laughlin. Buddy, good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
You got this thing all back together. You got it dialed up. Is it ready to go?
Yeah, it seems to be good. Worked hard through the winter. Cody put a ton of time into it and got it back to where him and Nate got it back to where it's supposed to be. So it feels like a lot better car this year to us with a big change that we made to it. So just having fun out there, keep it clean.
Keep it clean and have fun. We wish you nothing but the best tonight, Falcon.
Well, down here with one of our Ari Hinckley Super Street competitors, the Clinic, Cody Schoolcraft, right down here next to the flag stand. Across from Randy, you can see him with his big orange hat on. That's how you'll be able to find us. Cody, tonight, the mods are in town for the Mike Brousseau Memorial, and I was just let on some insight. So why don't you tell me what that night, specifically tonight, is going to mean to you and what the Brousseaus have meant to you in the sport of auto racing?
Yeah, I mean, probably without the Brousseaus, I wouldn't be doing this at all because I wouldn't have, we wouldn't have, grown up around it. I grew up next door to them, been in the same house all along, and they've been there, and well, now they're not, but yeah, we'd always, Andrew and I would be doing something in the shop, and messing around with race cars. I remember going to Canaan and painting a fence and a spiral staircase. That's about it. And then Andrew got into it, so I was around, and just because of that, I was always around the sport, and here we are now. So I think it's pretty awesome that he's doing the memorial race, and I hope it's good turnout and continues to occur.
So let's move over to you for tonight. This 31K has been pretty fast all year. You've been right up there battling for the championship. Currently our championship leader coming into tonight. So how's the season been so far in your eyes?
It's been good. I mean, we've been pretty consistent. I mean, last week we let one get away because of a parts failure. So, I mean, you'll have that. And it's double points tonight, so see what we can do. But the car's been really good. I hope we get some more of these to come back because when we have 15, 16, the racing is a lot of fun. But we've had a good year.
You giving anything away tonight during our on-track party?
Yeah, the 00, he's going to get black flagged on lap 3.
All right, you heard it from Cody. If you go see Brandon, Cody's gonna try to get him black flagged on lap number 3. Cody, good luck later tonight, buddy, and sure we'll be talking to you at some point.
Nah, you'll be fine, Nate. We're just going to give you the exercise program at the Claremont Motorsports Park. Josh Rule in here tonight with the Hot Rod in the Outlaw Series. Buddy, we were talking just a little bit ago. You seem to be consistently getting better and better and better with this car. What's it going to take to get the victory lane?
A little bit of luck. Like you said, the car's getting better every time we come out. So I'm super thankful for that. The whole LJR crew. And their support and their help with everything they do. Hayden Scott, the previous owner, he's right in my ear all the time, trying to make sure we're getting the most out of the car that we can. It's still only the second year off the dirt, so we're still trying to shake that out a little bit.
We were talking about that. You don't have to turn right to go left in this place.
No, definitely not. That's bad news if you do it here. So,
Josh, we wish you the best of luck. Thanks for joining on a Mike Brousseau night here, and appreciate it. Three weeks in a row, and you finally made it again here. Do we get you to victory lane tonight?
I hope so. Yeah. I don't know. Dad was a little bit faster in practice, so let's hope.
Maybe he was just sandbagging a little bit? Maybe. All right. So, Chris, what do you have to think about that? Do you have a little competition in here for the young hot rod?
I hope so. Only my third time this year, and the car was crap the first 2 times at Monadnock, so figure we come down here and see if back to where I actually do well.
Shake the bugs off, shake it out. We wish you the best of luck. Thanks for joining us tonight, partner. says he doesn't really want to talk to me, but he's going to talk to me anyways because we're going to corner him. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Melvin. Bobby, this car has been super on a rail and scratching off to try to get to victory lane.
We're trying. I'm still a little lost here. This track's very tough to get a hold of, so we're trying to do the best we can. We're really used to the Lee and the Star and the Hudson and stuff, but these guys have accepted us and brought us in to run this class, so here we are.
Here you are, and I'll tell you what, bud, the way you keep going, you'll be in victory lane soon enough. Thanks for coming to the Claremont Motorsports Park. I'm going to, whoa, Patrick. I'll call you Patrick. Pat, come on over here. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the driver of the 57 mini stock, Pat Poole to my left, and none other than a tenacious one. You knew there's a nickname coming, pal. You knew this was happening. Tim Taft to my right. So, guys, let me just ask you a question. So I've been watching this car and watching this car and watching this car. You think you can get ahead of him?
Nope.
Even if you switched?
Well, yeah, maybe if we switch, I could do it, yeah.
Well, maybe instead of like dollars for that, I'll go over and see if I can bribe Kyle a little bit, get you a little cash, and change seats for the night. Pat, you've been a longtime supporter of racing. You started in the days of Enduros, and I've had the blast to watch you throughout your career. It's amazing to see you've had some great runs going, and you know what? Keep going. Keep digging, buddy. No doubt in my mind. And Tim, back in the saddle here. This lady next to you, I think I used to find her in another car. And what is she, your crew chief now?
Right now, but I think if you beg her enough, there's plenty of cars at home.
Ah. So, Amy, are you going to maybe jump back in the fire suit, put the helmet on the head, and go?
Maybe someday soon.
Oh, we'd love to see that. Guys, thanks, Claremont Motorsports Park. We always love having you. You're always a great bunch.
Here on the front stretch with the RaceDayTV Mini Stocks Championship leader, and I mean, a man who's running out of spots on the windshield for Advanced Auto Parts Weekly stickers, Kyle Templeton. Kyle, coming out here tonight, you're looking for another one. As long as it stays together, you're on the second engine of the year. How's the car been, and what's it feeling like?
The car's been pretty good. I mean, I think I'm having a little bit of issues with some suspension stuff. So after this, we're going to jack it up and see what we can do to get a little bit better. But other than that, it's been, good.
How's it felt to be so dominant here this year, and when you go down to Monadnock, taking home a couple of wins?
Yeah, I mean, this is my home track, and, I live right over the hill here, so it's been good. I like it. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Giving away anything over here near your car, autographs or anything?
Oh yeah, there's pictures. Yeah, I signed them, so I only got a limited amount of them.
So if you want a Kyle Templeton picture, come on down into the beginnings of turns 1 and 2. They are signed. There's a limited amount of them left. I don't see too many. And Kyle, we thank you for coming out again tonight, and good luck, buddy. Making Jimmy Zellman walk around the race car. Jimmy, you're missing something right here. What happened?
I won at Monadnock, and a little kid got the little gorilla that rides around with me.
That's cool. You're going to put a new one on there and give that one away at some point?
Yep, a new one is on the way. Amazon included. It's just got to get here. It'll be right in there again.
I mean, it's always fun to watch that thing drive around the racetrack and wave at you. You've had a couple of issues this year with the right rear. coming here a couple of times and got that thing all put back together. How's the car been?
We're not going to talk about that right rear for a little bit until let's just make sure it stays on. But otherwise, you know, we've been doing good. We got it close. There's a little more that I got to get done, but we're finishing good. We just got to be consistent and keep going.
All right, Jimmy, if anything happens tonight, it's not your fault. It's the announcer's curse. We want to wish you good luck. Thank you for coming out, buddy.
And shout out to my pit crew, Tim.
All right, so last year's champion in our La Valley Building Supply, Pure Stocks, is here tonight playing multi-team member. I mean, between Matt Sunhalter and Raven Streeter, who's the swamp rat now. How's it feel to be on this side of it instead of driving the car?
Well, we showed up with a car, took out second practice, blew the CV axle on it. She's all done for the night. Tore up the car last night too, so we're 2 for 2. Good thing the modified stayed in the shop. You know, it's good to be back here. Happy we finally get some fans in the stands. And all you single women out there, Keegan Tabor's my Snapchat, add me up.
Hey, Keegan, do me a favor. Take your hat off. Where did your hair go?
You know, having a luscious locks like that, it's hard to maintain. Just, you know, it's hard on the body and the soul. So it was just time to let her go.
All right, Keegan, you are always a personality. It's a pleasure to have you here. We hope you come back soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Keegan Tabor.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I've been the pleasure of being involved in some of these bounty races over the years. And oh, what did I find here? So I hear that it's $550 to the one who beats you, and it's got to be clean to get the win. What do you think about this?
I honestly think it was probably posted a little too late in the week. If you know, if it was posted a little bit sooner, then more cars probably would have showed up. But I am happy for the car counts that we do have, and I am happy to be honored with that. That's pretty cool.
That is wicked cool.
That is wicked cool. Obviously, you know, I would still like to win the race, but if someone else has something for me, they can have it.
Bring them on.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to the Hillbilly Heartbreaker, Carlos Grenier, and Carlos is going to do a little digging here, and he's got wow, what a setup for camping, dude. You got a little bit of everything.
That's my mom and grandma right there. They like to contribute, and I really appreciate it.
All right, so who is your winner of all this stuff? Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. The little one's reaching in the bag. Digging deep. What do we got, pal? Oh, there you go. Read it out loud, partner.
Joshua Sorrell Jr. Please come to the One New Hampshire to collect your things.
Joshua Sorrell Jr., you've got all the dice. We'll see you on the hill for a campground. We'll see who's got for the Hillbilly Heartbreaker. Hey, what? Oh, this guy here is funny. Wait, hold on. No. You're not getting away this time, pal. So I've got you locked in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dylan Howe, one of the great camera operators for the RaceDayTV product that we put out. And you've always been scared of this mic. Just tell the folks what it means to you to be involved in racing.
Oh, I just get to run the camera and be up there. Yeah.
You get the best seat in the house, dude.
Yeah, I get to see the front two cars the most, mainly.
What do you enjoy the most about it, buddy, other than those front two cars? You've been involved now for the past couple of years, 3 or 4 years, and it's been truly my honor, buddy, to hang out with you.
Yeah, it's nice coming in and being able to talk with Randy Wheelock on the mic.
He is so afraid, ladies and gentlemen, of this microphone. I have literally almost scared him off the Mount Tower over there on the stack. Dylan, good luck tonight. Have a good time, pal. You will? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the ogre of Jim Road.
That's right. You guys might not know it. There are other cars in the Ridge Runners besides Carlos, but I'm one of those. But
driver to the 38.
That's right. And I am from Springfield, New Hampshire, not Claremont, like this guy likes.
I like to pick on him. So what do you got for him? You going to be able to dust this guy tonight?
Yeah, with exhaust fumes. But he'll get by me, and I'll wave as he goes by.
Wave as he goes by. We'll see what happens. And the new guy to the Ridge Runners, I can't help but ask, a new guy. Trevor, you've been having a great season so far. You haven't quite been able to beat that cat. Is it going to happen tonight, maybe?
I really do. We worked our butts off this week to try to make it better, and we were close last week. Held them off for 10 laps. We'll see if we can do 10 more this week.
There you go. Keep getting it. Keep digging. Never stop, buddy. Great job. I lost my camera guy, but we're going to sneak over here and talk to Brady Lamont. Brady, what do you got in store for these guys tonight?
I'm hoping a little something. It seemed to go pretty good in practice. I haven't driven this car in a month and a half. I come out here and practice, and I'm used to driving the mini stock now. I come in the corner, and I drove it in a little bit too deep, and these cars come around a little bit faster than those mini stocks do. I almost put it in the infield.
Yeah, well, don't do that. Mike doesn't need any help mowing the lawn right now anyways, but we wish you nothing but the best. Proud of you, buddy. Keep digging. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up our pit party. We're going to get all of you to come off the track, please, so we can get racing. We've got a lot to get done here on Mike Burrisso Memorial Night.